Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We begin with the AFC champs, Cincinnati, at home to take on Carolina from the NFC. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. The Bengals trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And at the half, they are down to the visiting Dolphins in that one. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Cordero Patterson, a touchdown catch. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fields it right around the goal line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for L.A. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, Newton. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Newton to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man left side. It's a tight end, Manhertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From the 50, Newton. It's Jackson again on the reception. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Davis. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
A first down carry for Davis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again here with Davis. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Davis, he'll try to run for it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run with Davis. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right, it was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. Cam Newton taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Coup for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the final piece to the puzzle was the Cam Newton touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 27, Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about. And that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got this complete to Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
first and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Jones, he's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
Taking it about the 1. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. It's caught by Jackson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 47 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Eluding the pressure right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They fake the give. Newton. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Newton now to throw. And he's going to go down again. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Here's Tressway now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. That's complete to Cobb. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Room here to run. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Jones. Right side, it's Manhertz, the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jones throw into the hands of Cobb. And he'll get nothing out of that one. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
On second down, here's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jackson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run with Austin. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Newton. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jones. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire to the 43, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Down inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up first and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock. In a tight one-point game. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They will try to run with Edwards-Helaire, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So Cam Newton and his offense down by 2, a minute 13 to play. Now their lead is evaporated, but they still have a shot on first down. Cam to throw. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Jackson with a catch. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Elliott good on the extra point. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And now the attention on the Falcons offense. Trailing in this one now. A little over 40 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Throwing is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense